Where you're looking live at an NTSB committee hearing now underway in Washington, D.C. They're trying to determine the final cause of that door plug blowout on the Alaska flight last year. Let's listen in for a moment to what the chairwoman has to say.
Protecting the more than 1 billion passengers and crew members who fly on U.S. and foreign airlines annually. Appropriate oversight of those they are charged with regulating is critical, and I'm hopeful that with new leadership at DOT and at FAA, that will occur.
All right, the chairwoman is sort of setting the stage for this hearing, which would last a few hours, again, to find probable cause and a final determination of what caused that door plug blowout. The committee chairwoman there lauding the crew as being nothing short of heroic. Again, going to determine a final cause. It's been a year and a half since this happened.
Yeah, exactly. And this incident happened on a Boeing 737 MAX 9 that took off from Portland again a year and a half ago. Drew Andre is live outside of Boeing's Renton facility with more on what we can expect from today's hearing. Drew?
Right, Mimi, and already what we've heard from the chairman is that they said that the only reason that this avoided catastrophe was because of the crew on board. And also the chairman also just praised Boeing's new CEO for the kind of safety changes that have been made since this incident took place. So what we expect for the remainder of the meeting here is to get a little more detail into what's happened throughout this really lengthy investigation by the NTSB. And there likely will be new safety regulations that could come out of this meeting, recommendations that really will potentially change how manufacturing operates in the aircraft industry in our country. So let's give you a little more background. Of course, you remember when this happened last January. The blowout aboard the Alaska Airlines flight happened just minutes after it took off from Portland, sucking pieces of seats and even passengers' clothing and phones out of the cabin, raining them down onto a Portland neighborhood. Several people on board suffered some minor injuries. The preliminary safety board findings discovered 4 bolts meant to secure the door plug were missing when the aircraft was delivered to Alaska Airlines. The NTSB shared these pictures from their investigation over the last year. It's still not clear who specifically failed to reinstall the bolts after the door plug was removed for repairs. The NTSB said Boeing's documentation didn't record the removal or reinstallation of the door plug. Boeing factory workers told investigators they felt pressured to work too fast and asked to perform jobs they weren't qualified for. Now, Boeing has said that it's cooperating with the NTSB's investigation fully and transparently. This hearing is now about 15 minutes underway. We'll continue to update you as we learn more from this meeting. Live in Renton, Drew Andre, King 5 News.